Hey guys, and welcome to some more Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. So, as you've probably noticed straight away from the start of the stream, we are essentially running at a lower resolution. I found that fixes a lot of the issues. Yes, it's not going to be as good to look at, and I do apologise for that, guys. That is something that's not particularly it's not particularly nice to, to have to downgrade. But I mean, I essentially I think it's the only way that I'm going to be able to do this. It's still watchable. It's just a little less nicer to look at. I hope you guys excuse us for that. Unfortunately, I think one of the main reasons as to why I'm having such issues is I don't know if there's any streamers out there that will be watching this, but I currently have a 1060 Nvidia graphics card, and I have a feeling that maybe that's the reason as to why. I would have thought that 1060 would be strong enough, but possibly not. Or at least maybe not for the Switch anyway, because the Switch has frame rate issues as it is with, with it being a weaker console in terms of specs and stuff like that. So maybe the capture card just has issues with capturing quality at, higher than 480. I don't know, but this seems to be working so far. We're gonna go. We're on our new character today, Lily, I believe I called her. And today, what I really want to do is just kind of get a foothold, do a few single player quests, and of course, if anybody's joining the chat in a bit, maybe get some multiplayer going as well, some low rank multiplayer stuff. I'm not after boosting this character up by any means. I'm just having a good time playing some Monster Hunter, playing a female character for a change, which I've never ever done, really. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I very rarely ever play as a female character on Monster Hunter. So it's kind of nice to have that change. I'm going to get the Iron Sword as well. So we've got loads of iron ore and stuff from the DLC. Disc stones and earth, is it? I forgot what they're called now. Earth shards or whatever. Earth crystals. So we need to kill a Tetsukawa. Well, maybe a few Tetsukawas for that one. Or we can level up to level 3 on the Iron Sword and see what's on our level 3 slot here. So if you've never played Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, well, I mean, you're in for a treat. This game's got a lot of content that you'll just explore. For now, for this particular quest, I'm just going to go with the Plume Sword. Let me just quickly go back into the, because these quests are easier with like long swords, because they're a bit quicker and a bit more accurate than the Great Sword, in my personal opinion. Or at least they are for me in particular. Let's go guild style, just so it's just easier, and we'll go for Sacra Slash. Slay 10 Jackie. It does feel just generally nice to be playing some Monster Hunter on stream. Again, still not as good quality as it used to, as what it was the other night. But last night when I was looking back at the stream, there were still, sort of significant issues that I was getting in terms of, quality and stuff. So I thought I'd downgrade for tonight and see how it went, really, more than anything else. As always, guys, I'll be checking the chat every now and then. So if you want to send us a message, a question, or if you just generally fancy like a chat, then please do get in the chat below, because it's always nice to have people engaging with us. If not, I'm just having a nice relaxed evening playing some Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, so either way it doesn't bother me. It's going to be a nice relaxed night. And the great thing about tonight is that I have no work for the next 3 or 4 days, and so I can chill, relax, take it easy. This has been my first proper night off for like 3 weeks. I've been in work 3 weeks non-stop without a break, and I'm tired, man. I'm tired. But just finally feels nice to be on the end of it, you know. So we're after killing some Jaggi. Jaggi were actually, I believe, introduced in Monster Hunter in, I believe it was Tri. I think Tri is when the Jaggi came into the game. And to be honest, I'm so glad that they did, because I actually really like the Jaggi. I like the Great Jagras. I like the Great Jaggi as well. And I believe the Great Baggi's in this as well. Actually, I quite like the Baggi as well, which is like the sub-variant of the Jaggi, which is kind of cool. We might as well collect the materials. So I mean, obviously, you know, this is a brand new character and a brand new start. We're going to be, you know, going down this particular character, and I want to kind of make it as good, if not better, than my main character, if I can. If you want to see my main character and where I'm up to, I believe I'm on Hunter rank 12. If you look back at my last stream, which was, I believe, yesterday, you can have a look at my main character. I was doing a few quests on there. Did another one just spawn? Yeah, it did, yeah. Oh, another one spawned as well. Sweet. Just the basic quest for now. I'm pretty sure we'll get to like the Great Jaggi and stuff like that before. I hate that. Before the end of the night, that's for sure. Get some more materials as well. Although, to be honest, I don't really need them at the moment. But Earth crystals and iron ore and macalite ore, all of that stuff is really vital to begin. Well, not even to begin the game, but just generally, like, we use a lot of it in a lot of weapon making and a lot of stuff like that. So it's definitely worth getting, even if you've got a lot of it. What I might try doing is maybe just taking it a little bit slower and trying out some other weapon styles and also weapons as well, to be honest. I mean obviously I've played a lot of different weapons in Monster Hunter already before, but a lot of the ones that I kind of didn't really understand to begin with, I kind of just passed to the side and never really finished kind of getting into them. I kind of just passed them, put them to the side, and just went with the stuff that I found really interesting. So maybe this character's kind of, it'll be quite a good start for us. Maybe we could possibly, you know, actually experiment and try some new stuff. Of course, that means obviously making a lot more weapons, and the resource cost for that will be much higher. Means essentially means that we won't be progressing as quickly as we would if, you know, we were just focusing on one weapon type. But I think that's kind of nice. I think I wouldn't, like I said, I really would. In the last live stream, I said to a guy called Vidays that I wanted to try and get into light bowgun, and I won't lie, I would actually really like to do that. In this game, the armor sets for the bowguns and the blade users are actually separate. So there's two different. There's one set for the blade masters, and there's one set for the gunners. This excludes the helmets, but does mean that there's a lot of armor sets we could go for. Now, gunners are usually weaker. They've got a lot more defense. I'll say a lot less defense. And that, of course, obviously opens us up to attacks more often. But if you're using a light bowgun, for instance, you've got a lot more. Freedom to move around while still getting damage in. But the thing with gunners and stuff like that is you've got to be in perfect positions to get the max damage from the weapon. I suppose in some senses, I suppose you have to be doing the same with the blade stuff, but just not as precise, I suppose. I'm gonna have to get my drink, I think. You'll have to excuse me for this. I need a drink. Very dehydrated for some reason. Right, okay. As you can probably tell on my voice, I'm slightly tired as well, but that's... It is essentially 10 to 12, so... And I've been up all day. For once. I usually fall asleep after work, which I actually haven't done today, which is really unlike me. Oh, okay, that was actually the last one. I was hoping to stay into the quest a little bit longer and maybe get a few more items, but that's fine. It's no big deal. I mean, if at the end of the day we could just easily farm for more quests and do more stuff, it's not a big deal. Time really isn't. Time's on our side at the minute. It's not like we really have much to worry about, really. I will go over to that Bugnut spot. The iron ore section, iron ore spot isn't really that important right now because we've already got lots of iron ore stuff. Whereas the bugs, oh wow, 2 immortal moths. Okay, I believe are immortal moths just count items? I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah, they are. I suppose it's not bad though. It gives us more points for the farm. Just check the stream quickly and see how that's doing. Yeah, things feel a lot more smoother, and I'm not just talking about this live stream, but when I'm actually playing the game feels smoother because the frame rates isn't lowering because I'm recording or capturing the gameplay at the same time. So yes, it is a slight loss of detail when it comes to the live stream, but at least you guys can see what I'm playing and what I'm doing without having any interruptions, and yeah, just all round better really. Like, there's a part of me that really wants to get back into the longsword again, because literally my whole last character has just been greatsword non-stop. Let's have a look what we can make. I wouldn't mind getting into like the hammer again, the switch axe, the sword and shield. I really misuse the dual blades, and I should maybe get back into that at some point. There's a part of me that really wants to go switch axe. I'm going to make a few switch axe weapons. So we need monster fluid for the bone axe. I believe I can actually just buy that straight up, can't I? I'll have a look in a second. You've got the Azuros Brace, Azuros Pelt, and Shiny Beetle. Shiny Beetles are relatively easy to get. As are the Azuros stuff, to be fair. Azuros is a really easy monster. I'm pretty sure we'll be fighting him pretty soon. We've got the Tetsukara weapon as well, which we could go down. Himitor, and then I've got the Hornitor and Vespoid weapon as well. I will get that, I think, because that's got green sharpness and it's also got paralysis element to it as well. I might have to get that. I'll have to go on a Hornitor and a Vespoid quest though in order to do those. Let's see if I can buy the bone switch axe. No, you can only buy the petrified. Okay, that's not a big deal. Saying that, as starting armor, I should have bought straight up the leather armor. The leather armor gives us plus 10 to gathering. So if we go to our stats here, oh no, it gives us plus 5 to gathering. Okay. It gives us plus 10 to whim, which essentially makes our pickaxes, bug nets, boomerangs, flutes, and horns not break as easily, essentially. I'd like to get some more points into gathering. So how this game works with the skill system, if you get a, if you see here, if you put 10 points into gathering, you get a plus 1 to gathering. And if you get 15 points into gathering, you get gathering plus 2. If you go negative 10 to gathering, you get minus 1 to gathering, which is obviously not what you want. So in this case here, Whim, for instance, has hit 10 points, so it's activated. See how it's above the yellow bar? This essentially just means that the skill is actually activated. So currently gathering is useless to me at this point in second because I've got absolutely no... I've got quite a lot of slots though available in this armor. Let's go to this guy and see whether we can actually make the gathering decoration yet. Currently not at all. We can only make poison, paralysis, sleep, and stun currently. We'll unlock more as the game progresses, a lot more. Let's go change to the switch axe. I think it might take me a while to get used to. This one has actually got green sharpness, so I'm going to stick with this one for now. Let's go to the Palico Ranch and talk to the person that gave us the quest that we just completed, which was the 10 Jaggy quest. And we got some honey and 200 Wakane points. It's pretty cool. I believe we have to do some other quests in order to... Oh, I've got no Hunter Arts equipped. I'll change that in just a second. Let's go on our Monster Hunter database village quests. We need to do the Find the Ferns quest, and we need to do the Deliver 5 Abyssal Mushrooms quest in order to get our urgent. What do we want to do here? Ooh, this is quite hard because I've never used any of these with this particular class. With this weapon, to be honest. Definitely not going for alchemy. Alchemy is probably my least favourite. I'm going to stick with guild for now. Just because I still don't really know the switch axe very well. We're only about to go on a gathering quest anyway, so... have I just done it again? I have actually just done it again. Guild. Okay, so we've got the Absolute Evade. Well, I'm going to use Translash because I've never used it. But we also have the option of doing Absolute Evade as well, which essentially just gets us out of danger. We haven't actually unlocked the Abyssal Mushroom quest. I believe you get it after doing this quest. So we've got the General Ferns quest, which is obviously something that we just will wipe out pretty straightforward. If I remember rightly, the ferns literally just came from these. That one over there gives you jellies and stuff for the... that's what we're after, unique ferns. That just gives you jellies for the insect glaive, I believe. So that one's not really that necessary. I should have brought a Farcaster with me. Would have made the quest a little bit easier and a bit quicker. How many did we just get from our first one? 4. We need 8, I believe, in total. If we want to do the sub-quest, it's 10 unique mushrooms. But in this particular case, I reckon it'd probably just be best just to get the ferns and just leave it at that. Yeah, I didn't think that was one. So it's quite sort of confusing because a lot of the plants kind of blend in with the environment and kind of make it difficult to figure out, you know, what's the ferns and what's not. Three amber pieces. It was a bit unlucky. I don't know, guys. This isn't particularly glorious, to be fair. There isn't really much going on in the early stages, but that's obviously just generally because, you know, it's early stages, and I'm pretty sure very soon, after a few quests, we will pick straight back up and we'll be straight into some actual action and get some bigger monsters. I believe that's nearly everything that we need. I believe we need one more. Oh no, we've got literally everything we need. Okay, in which case we'll probably just go back. There's no point in sticking around in the quest because, I mean, if we've essentially got everything we need, then it's essentially quest over. Now, if I'd used the Farcaster, I could have gone straight back to base without having to do all of this. I will get this bug net, and flash bugs are always useful. Got quite a lot of flash bugs there, that was pretty decent actually. I've actually forgotten how this weapon draws. That's how long it's been since I've used it. I wouldn't mind doing the Kelby Horn quest, even though it's not a key quest. It would be useful just to get some Kelby Horns, because Kelby Horns are used for, I believe, Mega Potions or Ancient Potions. I think it's Mega Potions. Not Mega Potions, Max Potions, sorry. But, for now, that is quest complete. We could have done the side quest if we wanted to do the side quest. It just gives you a few extra rewards that really I don't need to be too interested in right now. Slowly but surely filling the box up with items that that we'll need for other weapons and all sorts of upgrades and stuff in the future. We've got tons and tons and tons of stuff that we can unlock, and it's just crazy. In fact, to be honest, I'll show you some of the armor that we've probably unlocked so far. So you got the Jaggy helmet and the Jaggy cap. There's just so many armor pieces in this game. You got the Laranoff hat. That's why I wanted to get the Laranoff hides on the first stream, because of this. Just so I can unlock it, just because I can laugh at it because it's funny. It's even better than the stuff that we've got. Just require large monster bones, large though, and great Macau hides. So it's quite tricky to get early on, to be fair. The Jaggy set's quite nice. Excuse me. You got the Macau stuff. I'd like to get the Macau set for the... So I might farm for the Macau stuff. Down the line, of course. You got the waist pieces. Not much of a difference there, really. So those are just a bunch of stuff that we've just unlocked already. And we've got so much more to go as well. I'm going to make that. I'll make the bone as well, because we could turn that into something decent in the long run. And that as well. And the iron katana as well. You know what? Why not? We've got the materials for it. Let's make it. I'll need a bone hammer at some point, or just a hammer of some kind. So let's just buy one of each of these. I quite like the hammer. I used to really dig the hammer in the old games. So it might be something that I want to get back into. See, that's got quite good attack power and quite good sharpness as well. So I'm not worried about materials and stuff right now. That's why I'm just going crazy and buying and making weapons and stuff, because, well, I mean, quite honestly, I mean, we've got plenty of stuff to go around. At least at the minute, anyway. Down the line, all of that will change. Now, we've got loads of armor spheres, but I'm not going to bother upgrading the weapons and stuff yet. We've got paddock oil, which we need, which comes from the Tessacabra, which we will sort out at some point soon. And this is the last quest, I think, before we get to our urgent, I believe. Deliver 5 abyssal mushrooms. Another relatively straightforward quest. Have I actually got Farcasters? I do. I think one of the DLC items gives you gives you the Farcasters as as just sort of a starting reward. And I just dropped my water. Luckily, it wasn't open. I believe it's the blue mushrooms that give you the abyssal ones. But it is a rarer chance. I believe that 9, 11 and 10 has quite a lot of the abyssal mushroom areas as well. Unique mushrooms I'm not too worried about getting, because to be honest they do give us points at the end of the quest. I believe it is a sub-quest actually, isn't it? No, it's not for this quest. Let's do some combat with this weapon. I've not even used it yet. Okay, so you got the side dodges. You got the forward slash. Okay, that does that. But if I press that more than once, it doesn't follow up. Okay. So that follows up with the forward slash. And of course, obviously, it can be changed into a great sword, essentially. Well, it's not really that sort of quick. Okay, that uses up your gauge. Cool. Awesome. Starting to get used to it already. I mean, I don't know how that's going to transfer over to other monsters and stuff like that in the future, but we'll see. I'm sure. I'll probably die a few times or fail miserably with the weapon, but if I get into it, I might stick with the switch axe. Who knows? Well, rather I've gotten really unlucky so far, or I'm just not looking in the right place. And now apparently my controller's running out of battery, and I do not remember where I put my charger. There it is. I'm so professional. Turn that back off. Okay. As I said, you know, this stream isn't like meant to be anything professional or anything like that. It's purely a bit of fun. I'm live streaming some Monster Hunter, which is obviously one of my favourite game series, possibly of all time. And I'm essentially just doing it because I enjoy it. That's literally the only reason. And obviously, if you guys, you know, enjoy it, then that's just a bonus, essentially. Okay, well, when I was looking at the stream before, I thought I saw some frame issues, but I'm watching it now and I don't see any. Which is kind of nice. Yes, we lose some quality, but at least people can see what I'm doing and I'm actually getting somewhere. Oh, is it literally you get them from area 10 and that's it? Yeah, Abyssal Mushrooms, they go straight off the bat. 2, 3, no. 3, 4. I believe there should be one more in this area somewhere. There is another mushroom patch over here, but will this one actually give me Abyssal? It will. Okay, cool. That's good. We've got everything that we need now. So, bam! Back to camp. And that is why we bring a Farcaster. So essentially everything that I picked up that is an account item, for instance these unique mushrooms and these extra abyssal mushrooms, will now go straight into the farm as points that I can spend on items such as ice crystals and all sorts of other stuff like that, which is really going to come in handy. Monster Dar. I don't even know what that is. Right, so I believe we should now get our main key quest. Yes, there we go. And the key quest is the Great Macau. And there we go. I think I'm going to stick to the same weapon that I'm currently using. Just sort of see how it goes. We'll equip that as our second set, just as an extra, just in case we do actually need Mega Potions and potions. I'm probably not going to need Mega Potions, but I just thought I'd bring them with me just in case. Who knows? You just never know whether you're going to need them, so... I mean, me personally, I'm not very well versed with this weapon, but I mean, I've gotten used to it pretty quickly so far. Obviously, the version of the weapon that I'm using currently is just the guild style. I will at some point try out the other styles for it as well. Let's eat through our first aid meds first, though. The game has told us where he is straight away. He's only in Area 5. He will always stay in Area 5 on this particular quest to begin with, the first time you play this quest, because there is a cutscene, I believe, so... So there's no rush. I quite like the Great Macaw. I think he's not a bad monster. He's not a bad starting monster anyway. The weapon's quite slow. It's being put away, being sheathed. Oh, so if you don't move, you actually can change the way that you move. The moves will work. So he does hit pretty hard. Obviously, we're using leather armor, so we're kind of at a little bit of a disadvantage compared to the armor that we started off with. I mean, I could have just brought the armor set with me if I wanted to, but it doesn't really matter that much. And we've got a full gauge, so I don't know why we're not essentially using our... Wow, that actually hit me. Hitbox on that is crazy. I want to go for that head if we can as much as possible. Alright, I've never used Trance Slash. Let's see what it does. Oh, it changes directions. That's kind of cool. Oh, you walked straight into that one. Okay, so it takes us off of our reload. Amazingly, after all this time not playing with this weapon, I actually remembered how to reload. And there goes his headpiece. I forgot that you could do that. Okay, I mean, so far so good. I'm quite enjoying this this weapon so far. It's a bit different than the other weapons that I'm used to. I think when I get used to this, it could be a really viable option. Wow. Trance Slash turns out that it's just ridiculous. Wow, really? I didn't get hit by that? Yeah, I'm digging this weapon. I think it's pretty sweet. Got some Great Macau stuff as well, which we can turn into an armor set if we would like. We'll have a look at the Great Macau set for the female and see whether we like it or not. I like this weapon for killing smaller monsters. I love that forward lunge. I'm really enjoying this character so far. I know we've only done like one main quest really. Oh, we did get a Champion's Crest as well, which is awesome. We've got 3 scales. Oh wow, okay. I've got 1 hide though. And then obviously 1 hide in the... Not 1 great hide, sorry. Some ingredients added to our canteen, which is pretty awesome. And we've just unlocked our 2-star quests. Which means I think we can now fight against the Bull Drone, Gendrone, Cephadrone. Oh, no Bull Drone just yet. I think we need to kill the Gendrome and the Land Shark, the Cephadrome. And the 10 Genprey, I believe, was a quest that we needed to do as well. There's a few of those that we definitely need to do. I'll have a look up the... I'll definitely have to look up the quests. We've unlocked loads of new art styles here. Ah, now we can buy the bone stuff. I'd like to kill an Azeroth just so I can get that weapon. Ooh, it's not very powerful. I don't understand the whole power thing. I believe it's something to do with the element effect that you can do with the weapon, but like your finisher, I believe. But I'm not 100% sure how you use the finisher properly, so still learning. We could level up our plume sword. I'm probably not going to though for now. Usually my policy is work on weapons first, but in this particular case I think I might possibly work on the Macau set first. Volt stamina drain. Why is there two different types of sets for the Macaws? That's unusual. I might not have unlocked the other Macau set yet for 3 of the pieces. I need 3 more Larinoth hides for that one. I suppose we could get the heavy the body piece for now. Gives us a lot more defense. I don't know, I'm kind of mixing sets up here, but I suppose it doesn't really matter too much. Early stage in the game, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so we can now travel to all of the 4 different areas from, well, all of the 3 other areas from the different Monster Hunter games. So we'll start with Kokoto, which essentially was the very first Monster Hunter area that they ever brought out. When I first saw this, this was like pure nostalgia. Just so nice to visit the old hubs all over again. And if you want to, you can actually save here in this particular area, and you could actually spend like the vast majority of the game in this area if you wanted to, instead of playing in Burner. And you've actually got the house in here as well, which is really nostalgic. You got the really old box as well, which is just it's awesome. If you've played like all the old Monster Hunter games, then this is just totally brings you back. A lot of the old NPCs as well. Some of them do different things compared to the old games. Most of these just give you like side quest things that you can do. Tell you about some certain features in the game, stuff like that. Most of them though. For instance, she was just talking to us about Prowler quests. Every now and again, you get moments in the game where you'll get a lot of this, where you go around and you just talk to people and get a lot of quests. This is why I never read them, because it would take ages. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, I believe was... Or Monster Hunter Freedom, actually, was, I think, the... Was it Monster Hunter Freedom? Monster Hunter Portable 2 or something like that, I can't remember. Was when they first introduced this area. This is my personal favourite area that they ever brought out in Monster Hunter, personally. I just really like it. That's still... And they've actually even added the cave as well, which was pretty awesome. I believe you need a slick axe to do this. No, it's not. It's an Elder Dragon Bone or something like that. I can't remember exactly now. But yeah, you've got the old, again, the old house. Probably brings back memories. I played so much of Freedom Unite. Freedom Unite was probably definitely up there with one of the best Monster Hunter games I ever played. Definitely my most memorable. I think I broke my hands like playing Monster Hunter Freedom Unite on the PSP. Like, if you ever played the PSP on Monster Hunter, it was insanely difficult, and it was just, it hurt your hands, man. It really did hurt your hands. And you got Yukumo, which is from Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, I believe. Which I played a little bit of I played a little bit of on the stream. Nearly got to high rank by myself in single player, and yeah, that was good fun. I did quite like Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. I remember when I first saw this particular game was like, it was originally in Japanese first, and I was so excited to play it that I actually got the game imported from Japan to actually to play it early. So I played a lot of this game in Japanese to begin with, and obviously I don't know how to speak in Japanese. There was like a few guys on the internet that were, that kind of got me started and stuff. I love the theme tune in this area as well. So I was kind of just going into it blind and sort of figuring it out a little bit as I go, but it was good, man. It was good. Oh yeah, it's this lady actually gives you the quest now. It's really weird because the other lady actually used to give them to you. On the rebound, which is just 15 Macaws. We've got the Velocipraise, Gaia Praise, and Jagaya. These, I believe, once you do them, unlock like the Gaia Prey, the Gaia Drone, the Velocidrone. Let's do the Slay the Velociprey quest and see whether we can. Essentially, these just give you more quests as you do them. This should unlock, I believe, the Velocidrome. I can't remember, but the cool thing about this is that not only do they give you the old cities, the old maps, but they also give you the old areas that you used to visit as well. So this is the very, very first map I ever played on in Monster Hunter. Way back when the original Monster Hunter was about. This was the Forest and Hills, which was a really, really cool, awesome area. Still one of my favourite maps to this day, actually. Even the cutscene's still the same. It's just awesome. I'm gonna have to go and top up on some water in a minute, I believe. I've run out. Like, I remember when, like, those... I mean, they're obviously still just, like, placed there in the background, but they used to be, like, just 2D, I think, if I remember rightly. Like, full-on 2D. Not animated or anything, it was just, like, really blurry and everything. When I've played this on Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, I went straight to this spot to see whether this spot still gives you Kutku scales, And lo and behold, it did. I didn't get lucky that time, but they generally do. That spot does actually give you the opportunity to get Kut-Ku scales. There was a lot of in the original Monster Hunter game. There was so many like little tiny things that you could do, like for instance, you know, go in that spot to get Kut-Ku scales, as opposed to having to fight a Kut-Ku, which back in the original Monster Hunter was actually quite tricky. So everyone used to kind of use that area as a way of getting Kut-Ku scales. The Velociprey still to this day one of my favourite monsters. I think it might just be due to nostalgia. You know, the fact that these were the first monsters I kind of really ever got in, you know, sunk my teeth into kind of thing. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I just think they're just all really well designed. Now, these are a lot weaker than the Macaws. Thought that maybe there'd be some up there as well, but there isn't. We'll keep looking around though. I believe it's 10. I think we have to kill. Kind of nice because these kind of quests just kind of give you a bit of a not necessarily a tutorial, but just sort of like a walk around of the area, just to kind of get you sort of reacquainted with the maps again. Wouldn't mind getting some actual scales and stuff. Thank you, cats. Velociprey hide, nice. Let's check out this Bullfango. I remember when, back in the day, Bullfangos used to be one of the worst things ever. They used to get on my nerves so much. Now, these days, like, they accidentally hit me while I'm, you know, about to get hit by a big monster or something like that, and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I think because I just got hit there, I don't think I'm going to be able to get both of these cars. And there as well. Because I remember rightly, the Velociprey, they kind of disappear really quickly. How many have we got left? 2. Always just feels just nice to play the old areas again, like. This could be overkill. Didn't think I'd get them both, but there you go. Will I actually be able to carve him where he is? Nope. Never mind. It's only one carve. We could always do the quest again if we needed to, but I don't think we'll need to. Wow, that was a fail. It's nice, just a really relaxed, really chilled out night tonight. Just playing some old quests, some very nostalgic quests from back in the day when I used to have a PSP in my hand and, you know, breaking my fingers. This actually brings me onto a topic that I wouldn't mind talking about, actually, and it's that back in the day when I was young, when I was really young as a small child, like, the amount that I went through back then to play games it's so different to how much I would now these days. Like, if a game didn't really feel particularly fun to play, in terms of, you know, its controller and stuff like that, it wasn't very well supported controller wise, stuff like that, I just wouldn't play it these days. Whereas back in the day, I just don't know. I don't know if it's because I was younger and I was just excited to play games. But back in the day, obviously, it was. We're talking about 20, 25 years ago now, and a lot of the kind of the technology was still kind of evolving back then. And yeah, of course, obviously, yeah, Velocitron. There you go. I thought it was. Let's take him down. Yeah, like, obviously the technology is still evolving to this day and probably always will be, but what I mean is back when I was younger, the technology was a lot less refined than what it is now, and did damage my fingers a lot. And to be honest, I'm probably going to get arthritis in my fingers when I'm older, because, you know, I can slowly start feeling my fingers cracking and stuff because I've been playing the claw on the PSP. I know it sounds ridiculous, it sounds stupid, but I was a huge gamer back in the day, and I say back in the day, I'm 26 years old. Jesus, James. I'm always sounding like an old man, and it's just every month it just gets worse and worse. Never mind. But yeah, just something I wanted to talk about on the stream, you know. I think it's just a really weird topic to talk about, but from my experience, gaming has gotten a lot easier, and I found myself last month being in the situation where I was actually being very lazy. I was being a lazy gamer, and the live streams actually really helped me with that, because it made me push to do quests I didn't really enjoy, and therefore when I actually pushed to actually play those quests, I actually enjoyed them a lot more than I thought I was going to. I think that could just be on my side. That could just be something that I've sort of kind of been dealing with. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've ever felt like that. You felt quite lazy and you don't really fancy like doing a quest, or you don't really fancy like doing something because it's just tedious. Essentially, this game's very grindy, but I don't know. I mean, over the time that I've played it, I've started to get back into being grindy again. There was a period that I absolutely hated the grind. Obviously, we want to go for his head if we can. I knew I was going to get hit there. reloaded in the wrong place. You're gonna jump at me. Oh. At least I pulled off my sharpen. Pretty sure this will just be a Wyvern here. Oh no, it was a Velocitron claw, nice. Pretty sure this map gives you Beolite ore. It gives me disc stones. Earth crystal, earth crystal. It might only be the blue ones that give me the... Oh, we got the subquest, which I believe was just killing Velociprey. Right, well, the Velocidrone is relatively close to dead already. The beginning quests are very easy. So I was like sort of resisting the temptation to use Translash then. That's gone straight out the area, hasn't it? Oh my god, I can just get it. Velocidrone highs. If Velociprey hits me now, I will go into the next area. I got lucky. Ooh, a blue rock. It was just like Family Guy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Well, we didn't get the Beolite ore. It might be on a different map. I'm pretty sure it's this map that gives you Beolite ore, but I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. Well, that's our first Velocidrone. We could start ourselves off with Velocidrone armor if we wanted to. Not particularly the nicest armor in the world. I don't know whether I'll do it. I'll get it. I think I'll just focus on weapons for now. Okay. So that's the Kokoto area of quest done for now, until we hit, obviously, Area 3. We've also unlocked the Harvest Tour for the Verdant Hills, or Forest and Hills, whatever you want to call it, which now gives us 3 areas. It could be actually the dunes that gives us the BLI ore. Let's do one more. Yeah, let's just do the rambunctious Rhinopolos. Let's get that out of the way with, and then I think I'm going to call it for the night. We've done an hour and nearly a half, actually, of streaming so far tonight. Which, if I wasn't so tired, I'd continue, but yeah, I'm getting to that point where I'm getting very tired. As always, for some strange reason, I like to stream at silly hours at night, and then kind of miss a lot of stuff. Obviously, want to go back and watch the stream just to double check, see how it goes. Obviously, like I already know, obviously that the quality will have been lowered, but if the quality's lowered but still being able to be watched and at a good quality, a relatively good enough frame rate, then I'm happy. Really, I know. Ideally in a real world, if I could get my capture card to work, we'd absolutely have it on a higher setting. But for now, unfortunately, until I get myself a better graphics card, which I believe is the issue, and obviously that and the mix between that and the Switch, I believe we probably won't be able to ever do that until we're in a situation where, wow, let me carve you, where we can do that. So for now, it's a lower quality, but it is fine. I think I'm happy with it. That's 2 of them. I believe that was some in Area 9. So we'll go to 7 to 8 and then to 9 and see if we can find the other ones. Yeah, I didn't think there would be any in 7. I'm not sure if there's any in 8 either. I don't think there is. Yep, just Macaws in this area. Let's go down to Area 9. Pretty sure there was 3 in this area. The last time I checked, anyway. Well, there's 1 straight in front of us right now. Still trying to get used to this weapon a little bit, but slowly but surely getting there. I'm quite enjoying it though. It's quite a fun weapon to use. I mean, obviously, like I said, we're just using the guild style at the moment, but eventually down the line, maybe possibly use other styles for this weapon. Oh, okay. So the secondary move for this mode actually allows you to change directions. So if I sort of... Oh, stop doing that. So if I sort of swung it from that side like that, I can change directions. I believe that can continue onwards until you run out of gauge as well, which is pretty awesome. We do need Rhinopolis stuff for Tetsukaba armor in a few quests or so down the line. So, because I believe the 2-star urgent is the Tetsukaba. I could be wrong. That could be the 3-star, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, thoroughly enjoying this again though from the start, and just relaxing, taking some easy, relaxed haunts, and just yeah, it's good. Quickly, no time's run out. It's not been a bad night of questing. It's been good fun. Oh my god. That's menacing. I'm saving a picture of that. That's amazing. That's one of the best death screens I think I've ever seen. The menacing Rhinopolis, or however the hell you say it. This guy's giving me a quest for to essentially get more ingredients for the canteen. Wolfango and some more academy points and a fishing quest, which more than likely I probably never do because I can't stand them. On the rebound, should we do one more quest? You know what? Let's do the Gaia Prey. Because that will put us on the course towards getting the Bull Drone quest. Because I'm not going to lie, I very much enjoy killing the Bull Drone. Because it's he's just so easy to kill. And it's just fun. Another really nostalgic area that I really enjoyed playing back in the day when I was on the PSP. Freedom Unite was, in my personal opinion, one of the best Monster Hunter games ever made. The areas were great. The monsters that came from it were amazing. Just a great game. Just brings us back. Some big childhood memories. It's good though. Got the Popos, I believe, is what they're called. We could kill some of those for Popo Tongs, but we can always do that in another quest at another time. I'm going to actually do just a quick bit of mining in this area just to see what I get. I would like to get some ice crystals for a few of the weapons. I believe you get ice crystals in this quest. Yeah, there you go, ice crystals. And apparently whetstones as well. Remember There was a few mining spots in this area as well. The Gaia Prey seem even like harder to kill than the Velociprey, which doesn't make any sense. Because I believe the Velociprey were... The Gaia Prey were easier than the Velociprey in the old games. I don't know whether that's changed. Yeah, they take a lot more hits. It might have been because I was using the other part of the axe. Oh, don't you... Oh, wow. I knew that was coming a mile off. We push him this way slightly more, so that we've got more chance of possibly actually carving him when he dies. There we go. Five monsters left already. Pretty sure I'm not going to be able to get to them, am I, without... Oh no, okay, just about got there. Yeah, I can't get that one. Never mind. Oh. I forgot that the Blangonga was actually in this game. I don't know whether I enjoyed that fight or not. He's a cool monster, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. He just jumps around far too much, and I hate jump around monsters. Like the Vajang was always a pain in the ass. Like, don't get me wrong, I really love the Vajang. The Vajang was a cool monster. But yeah, I don't know. The only reason why I liked him was because he essentially went Super Saiyan, and that was probably about it. And I love the fact that his beam can like one-shot and cart people instantly. It just makes for some really fun gameplay moments. Especially when you're in a party of 4 and randomly out of nowhere the whole party just carts in one move, and it's just like, wow, how did that happen? Yes, that has happened to me before, and it was hilarious. I think I just saw another Gaia Prey down here. I did. Is this the last one? It is the last one. You are my prey. Come here. Overkill! No, I missed. No, I didn't. Right, I think this is definitely my last quest, guys. It's been really fun though. I've actually had a really good night on this game tonight. Just chilling, taking it easy, relaxing. Once I get a little bit further forward in the single player, I think I'll start doing some online stuff as well. Ice Crystal and the reward as well. Awesome. And an Ice Crystal from what the Palicos picked up as well, which is really decent. Do 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 do. Some of the music in this game is awesome. It's just always one of my favourite themes in this area. So I've just unlocked the Gaia drone, I believe. Oh no, the bull drone. It gives you the bull drone, not the Gaia drone. Although I do believe that in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, they have actually added Gaia drone. I think it's only in the multiplayer, I believe. I could be wrong on that one, but yeah, the bull drone. The bull drone's so much fun. I'll do that on stream tomorrow. I'm gonna have I'll probably have some time to stream in the morning. But I definitely won't be streaming in the night because I'll be running a jam night. So I will not have time, I'm afraid. I do enjoy my Friday jam nights. It's good fun. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. We will catch you again, hopefully tomorrow morning at some point, if I get up early enough. And, yeah, as you can tell, I'm already tired and yawning. I couldn't even make it wait until the end of the stream. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.